Hello, I'm going to talk about ICT integration in education, incorporation for teaching and learning improvement. Start by objectives. At the end of the presentation, students should be able to explain ICT integration in education, understand the importance of ICT integration education, specifically in Malaysia, because this topic, it was a case study of Malaysia, whereby it was we are comparing with it in Kenya. The next thing, explain the exhibitors of ICT integration in education. First, we'll start by basically looking at what is ICT introduction. ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology. It refers to technologies which can be used for collecting, storing, editing, and passing on information in various forms. It is the use of technology. It is also maybe defined as the use of technology to introduce, reinforce, and supplement and extend skill. ICT provides a dynamic and a proactive teaching and learning environment. Teachers are key players and are required to integrate ICT in their daily activities. Purpose of ICT. ICT is used in teaching and learning. It is whereby through ICT, whereby as for example in KTTC, we mostly use ICT to in online learning, and hence ICT is used in this case is used for teaching and learning. ICT can be used for future challenges, and also ICT is used in developing students competence in different areas. A student with ICT skills is more advantage than a student that lacks ICT skills. Then we have the next ICT integration in education. ICT basically is about the computer software network, satellite things, and related system. ICT helps people, students, or trainers to access, analyze, create, exchange, and use data. Similarly, ICT has transformed human society in the 21st century, whereby learning has been made easier through sharing of information. Next, I'm going to look at the importance of ICT integration in education. ICT supports and potentially transform the learning and teaching process. And the next point is that it trains students in skills which they will need in further education, and as an ongoing learning process throughout their lives and for future jobs. Such that when one acquires skills, ICT skills, he is able to use them in school and after school. The next point is that it enables students to face future challenges based on proper understanding who will develop competence needed for current globalization. The next point is that it can provide access to information and communication outside the classroom, e.g. via internet. Student develops confidence while using ICT. The next and last thing, it enhances teacher professionalism. How ICT transforms schools and classroom. First, ICT brings a new curriculum based on real-world problems. This is whereby in the 21st century, ICT has become a topic by its own, and it has changed the curriculum whereby students are supposed to have ICT skills because due to COVID, for instance, due to coronavirus, students are forced, or schools are forced to learn online, and hence when When a school has ICT, it enables easy learning and distance learning of students. The next thing, it provides more opportunity for feedback and reflection. It also provides tools to enhance learning. Competence education needed in ICT. Following competencies were defined by Davis and Kitchener. Ability to make personal use of ICT instruction. Then the next is ability to make use of ICT as a mind troop. Then lastly, ability to master a range of assessment in concepts that make use of ICT instruction. Uses of ICT in education. Training students in skills, providing access to information and communication, support teacher development, transform learning and teaching process. Then next is I look on enhancing ICT integration in education, whereby intended concept is required in teachers. Education and need service training for primary teachers. There is need for further training and professional development program for teachers. It is whereby, for instance, the new CBC or CBET requires trainers to undergo training so that they are equipped with the necessary skills to pass on to their students. The next thing, there is need for teachers to apply new knowledge and skills. This is whereby, due to online and e-learning that currently, for instance, have been brought by COVID, it is necessary for a teacher to use ICT to enlarge his skills and to pass to his or her students. And then last, there's need to provide teachers with new technology resources. ICT requires computers, internet, smartphones, and hence a school the Ministry of Education is supposed to cater for resources, for these resources, so that learning can run smoothly. Then I look on exhibitors of ICT integration education. Exhibitors of ICT integration education. First, we got resources. For instance, in Kenya, there is inadequate resources to cater for student population due to lack of enough computers or access to internet, especially in remote or rural areas. Then the next is attitude and beliefs of teachers. Many teachers have negative attitudes towards the idea of ICT integration. Teachers are not adequately equipped in integrating ICT in their classes due to lack of laptops or projectors. Lack of ICT skills to teachers. You find that most of teachers are not trained on how to use computers or other ICT tools, and hence it comes as an exhibitor of integrating ICT in education.